Hey y'all, it's me, Cody. Welcome to the Codi Knits Podcast. This is episode 56. It's a long time coming, this one. I'm Cody, and I'm coming to you from Atlanta, Georgia. This is Diamond. She's my beautiful dachshund. My little baby girl. I've had a lot of new subscribers every day, it seems like, or at least a few times a week I have new subscribers. So I wanted to say welcome to all of you new subscribers and thank you for checking out the podcast. And also a big welcome to all of my long-standing followers. It really means a lot to me that you're here and that you come and hang out with me. And Diamond. So quickly, you can find me on Instagram where I'm most active at nurse_Cody, and Cody is Codi, and I'm on Ravelry as Codi Knits, and there's a podcast group, the Codi Knits Podcast, on Ravelry as well. You can also find me on Facebook and such as well. So I got a lot to tell you. This is probably going to be a long episode, so make sure you have your beverage of choice and some knitting or whatnot. And couple things. I'm going to apologize for the lighting. It's terrible. I'm sorry. And this video is probably going to be kind of choppy, maybe, because of having phone issues, memory issues. Hopefully, in the next few months, I will be able to invest in a camera to make this a much better process. But I can only do video clips for so long. And then I will have to stop and then upload it to my computer, delete the video on the phone, and go again. So it's probably going to be some issues. Oh, I'm not paying enough attention. So, like I said, I have a lot to tell you, a lot to show you. Super exciting, lots of good news, lots of fun things coming up, and yeah, thank you. I appreciate those kisses. So, I'm trying to think, am I missing anything for the intro? I think that's it. So I'm going to go and get this section uploaded, and then I will be back to do my finished objects. Yay! And we're back. So, I have some fun things to share with you. Some discharges. Yay! So discharges, if you're new, are my finished objects. And I'm going to show you a couple of things, and I'm going to steal a term from Jan and Sue over Urban Gypsy Crochet. And I have some finally finished objects in it. Because the first couple of things I'm going to show you, I've shown you before as finished objects, but I've done the finishing touches, so they're finally finished. And what is that? Is this. I added the pom-pom. So you've seen it here, and I've added the pom-pom to it. I made these pom-poms with my hand. I don't know where my pom-pom maker is. I thought I got it out of storage, but I can't find it. And so I don't know. So I made these with my fingers. I'm too lazy to cut out cardboard cutouts or whatever. So I made them with my fingers. If you want me to make a video to show you how I do that and how I get the pom-pom to be like full and fluffy, just let me know. And I'm happy to do that, or try to figure out how to do that. But just in case you weren't around when I finished these, this is I think it's some Lion brand. I think it's Woolies or something like that. Chunky, super bulky yarn. And the pattern is called the Big Hat. And I can't remember who it's by, but if you search it on YouTube, there's actually a video tutorial on how to do it. And in those video tutorials is the pattern, a link to the pattern as well. And if I remember, I will try to link it below, but sometimes most of the time I forget. So, yeah. But that's the big hat. And I do it a little differently because I do it magic loop, because I can't be bothered switching to DPNs to do decreases. So I do magic loop. Yeah, really simple. It's got a board. It's a free pattern, but it's got your ribbing, and then it's just stockinette. Easy. But they also have, in case you weren't around, I have this cowl to match, and it's called the drop stitch cowl, and I can't remember who it's by either. I think it's the same people, but I don't remember. This is super easy pattern as well, and I just thought that it would be cute little set to go. I made these for my cancer patients, most likely. It'll be who they go to. But yeah. So I put that one on, and I also did the pom-pom for this one. And these pom-poms, I made them detachable. So I've only tied them in. I didn't like knot it, but I put it so I can knot it a little bit tougher and it won't be so wiggly. But this one, I don't know if you can see. This one, I'm trying to make it. It has some shimmer to it, but it's not really showing up. So yeah, I have these, and I'll talk a little bit more about these later. Spoiler alert. So those are my finally finished objects. Another thing is I finished my socks. Now remember, it's been a while, so I'm going to remind you, but I knit these on DPNs. I used some Karbonz DPNs that were sent to me by a lovely viewer. Thank you very much. Because I just wanted to knit socks on DPNs for some reason. And I think I'm going to stick to magic loop. I feel like I'm much quicker. These do have a slip stitch. Let me show you this way. Slip stitch heel flap and gusset. I wasn't a fan of the gusset. I just felt like it took me longer because, I don't know, it just took me longer to do. And I believe this is the yarn. And this was a gift sent to me recently. So if you sent me this, please let me know if this is the correct label, because I can't remember. But it's West Yorkshire Spinners, 7525, but it's got BFL in it. But yeah, I believe this is it. I think I just had one done, and then I was like right here on the other one when I showed you, so I finished. The pattern is, I'm trying to get better at this, is the vanilla latte pattern, and that's where I got the heel and the toe and everything. So yeah, these haven't been washed. I put them on here, but they haven't been washed because I don't have any wool wash, and it's gotta have wool wash. I also finished my sock knitter's shawl. Yay! So mine looks a little different, but this pattern is by Kay Jones. I think the original has like a ruffle border, and I'm not really that ruffly of a person. So I just do an I-cord bind off. And yeah, it rolls, but at the same time, when I block it, it causes it to lay flat. And it's really hot up here, so I'm not going to put this on for very long. But welcome to Georgia, and it is 94 degrees today. My car says that it was 99 degrees, but I guess the heat off the pavement was hot and humid. But it's hotter in other places, so I should be thankful. And it's been storming every single afternoon. But this is how I wear my shawls, and I really, really am happy with this. This was some yarn given to me by Kirby, And let me pull out my knitting journal. And I can tell you more. So this is my page for that shawl. So as you can see, it's Regia, 7525, and the color number is 5379. And remember, I really like it. It's a self-patterning sock yarn, and I really like it, but this yarn had apparently some moths had gotten to it, so it had a lot of places where the yarn was very weak and basically chewed through. So I didn't want to make socks out of them, but it was perfect for the shawl. And I used pretty much all, I used two, and not all of everyone, because I had to wind off certain sections that had the weak links and stuff in it, but it's plenty big for how I wear it, and I really love those colors, blues and greens, aqua-y colors. So this pattern is, as the name implies, sock knitter's shawl, is designed for, you know, those one skeins of sock yarn that you might have that maybe it doesn't have a nylon in it, or maybe you just don't want to make socks. Maybe you don't like to knit socks, but this is a great pattern for that. It's really easy pattern, quick to memorize, and it's really beautiful. This is my second one I've made, and yeah, I'm happy it's off the needles. And then, I don't remember if I showed you this, but I think I did. But my mom asked me to crochet a little lap blanket for someone, and so I did the corner to corner baby blanket. This is Pound of Love, I believe. 1 pound of something. But it took 1 pound and a little bit more because I played yarn chicken and lost. I didn't have my scale because I should have weighed it and did like half a pound of it, and then started the decreases, but whatever. Hey ho. But it's all finished. Alright. And I believe that's all for finished objects. So I'm going to get this section uploaded, and I will be back for my workups, which are my whips. Okay, let's try this again. I got a diamond in my lap now, and she doesn't understand that it's really hot up here, and her laying on me does not make it any better, but she's just a big cuddle bug. That's all her is, isn't she? You're just a big cuddle bug. Yeah. I love this little doggy. She'll be happy for me to get a job because she'll get more treats, and she can go get her little spa day. She can have her pedicure and get her hair done and her nails did. She's spoiled. Yes, her is. She's a good doggy though. Yeah, so I've also started a new venture. Couple actually. So the first one is, and it kind of is some acquisitions too. So I spent some time with Kirby recently. I've talked to you a lot about Kirby, and she taught me how to sew. And this is what she taught me how to sew. It's a project bag. Look, it's got a window in it. It's drawstring. We need to make this a little bit taller next time, but it still works. Good sock size. But I sewed this, you guys. She had already had the stuff cut out, so I just could focus on the sewing. But super exciting. But that leads me to a question. And Kirby and I have been thinking of this for a while, and I've kind of been hinting at it. but we're thinking of doing like an Etsy shop and selling project bags. Kirby does a lot of weaving, spinning. She dyes fabric and yarn and stuff like that. So we would really like to incorporate that into the shop if you guys might be interested in that. So for example, some of the fabric that she makes when she weaves, we could make project bags out of that or something like that, make them special. But yeah, we're super excited about it. I mean, I had a lot of fun making this, and I actually went and bought some fabric today, just to play around with and make, some more, something like that and whatnot. And she's come up with a couple of her own little formulas for the project bags and stuff too. So, when we get more, we'd show you. But if that's something you'd be interested in, let me know. And also let me know if you prefer to, what you think. Should we just have shop updates and list things on Etsy? Or would it be better for me to just kind of show you things on the podcast and then make a Facebook group or something and put the pictures there and the first person to comment, and then I list it on Etsy specifically for you? What do you kind of like how the Bakery Bears does it? So let me know. I think Etsy is a good place that people are familiar with. They feel, I know I do anyway, feel comfortable putting my credit card information in there or PayPal to purchase things. And, it does cost a little bit to use it, to list items on there or whatever, and then they get a little bit of money. So, there is that little bit of overhead with that, doing it that way. But they do keep track of, how much, at the end of the year expenses and that kind of stuff. So, but I think that's kind of the route we're thinking, or at least I am. And we do have a name and everything, but I'm not going to announce it just yet. But I wanted to mention it here on the podcast and let you know, and see, kind of get your feedback. Because, yeah, I mean, this is one example. And it is, it's got this lining. And then we have, this one is kind of not all the way done, but kind of the opposite or whatever. We wouldn't do all of them, wouldn't have windows, some different sizes, all that kind of stuff, and whatever we kind of come up with. It wouldn't be anything super regular because we both are going to be having full-time jobs. She already does. So just kind of when things come up and we get some stuff, we would put it out there for you guys. And I was also thinking, because a lot of you have asked me about selling some of the stuff I make, and I was thinking I make a lot of hats, and I was thinking what I would do is I would make 2 of every hat, and I would sell it for double the price, and you would get a hat, or whoever purchased it would get a hat, and the other one would be donated to a cancer patient. If they're little hats, then they'd be donated to children's hospital. But if they're adult size hats, then I would knit one for you and knit one for one would go toward the cancer treatment. And that just a way I could give back, and you guys could give back. And that, because a lot of people have asked me questions about where can I you should sell it on Etsy or whatever, and it's a lot of work. And normally hats and stuff, I just give them away. So if I might do that, I might list them and then have it cost more, but keeping in mind that the one of the hats is going to a cancer patient, and it's kind of like making a donation. You're donating a hat basically, and you get a hat. So there'll be a lot of hats like this and stuff like that. So, but that's something else that I would probably put up in the shop too. So yeah, just let me know in the comments below if you're interested or what you think. I think it would be fun, and we're kind of excited about it. But today I did go pick up a little bit of fabric, and just to kind of play around with and stuff. And Joann's had a good sale, so I'll show you. This is just the print here. Nothing too fancy. This was cute. It was on sale. I basically bought on sale stuff. Had a coupon. And then I got this fabric. And I got this to go. I thought it would be a good lining. What I was doing when I was shopping for fabric actually is I'm gonna try to, when I pick out fabric, pick out things that are kind of gender neutral. So male or female could use them. I know, like, a lot of guys, we don't want to go around carrying, like, roses and, super flowery things. But, something like this, I think, it's got a color in it, but it's also, I think a girl would like this too. So that's kind of what I thought of when I was picking out some of this fabric. Kind of leaf print. And I bought this. It's just white, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's got a vine, and I thought those would look good together. And I also bought this. It's just some coffee and hot chocolate espresso latte fabric. It was on clearance. So yeah, thought it'd be fun to do that and try it out and see, what comes of it. So definitely, won't be quitting our day jobs, but I thought it'd be fun. We enjoy doing it, and Kirby has all sorts of fun ideas, and so yeah, she would be the mastermind behind most of the projects, and I would be managing the Etsy store, getting the photographs, and getting things mailed out on time and that kind of stuff. So that's kind of where we both, she'd sew things and all, weave and all that stuff too. So it's, pretty 50-50. But we're excited about that. So recently I had a huge de-stash because I needed money, to be frank, to help pay my bills for this month. And thank you guys for being so supportive of that. I miss it already, actually, because it's sent off. And but I know it all went to really good homes, and I know soon I'll be able to buy more anyway. So that's what's important. And I kept all the really special yarn that was really special gifts and stuff like that. So I still have that, but yeah, so I just want to say thank you for all of you being so supportive. One last thing that I've been doing, and it has nothing to do with crafting or yarn at all, is I'm now a distributor for It Works products. And It Works is like a supplement or lifestyle products is what they have. And I really love the products called Greens, and I'm mentioning this because you'll probably see it on my Instagram a lot because I'm using this. And these are the greens. It's got like 38 different vegetables and fruits. It's got herbs. It's got matcha green tea in it to help give you some energy. And this is new flavor, the chocolate. They have berry and some orange citrus, and I love this stuff because I know I don't get enough fruits and vegetables, especially vegetables, in my diet just by intake, and it makes me feel really good. It makes my stomach feel good. And they have all other products. This is our on the go, which is really cool. This is the berry flavor, but this is awesome for people who often forget or have busy mornings and it's not easy to carry around that. So just throw one of these in your bags, take it to work, mix it up in your... The berry is really good in cold water. The chocolate is pretty good with water, but I like it with fat-free milk, and I usually drink it for breakfast. But, you know, they have... You may have heard of the product because it's like that crazy wrap thing. We have the wraps. And you'll be seeing me in my journey using those on Instagram as well. It's pretty cool what they do. And I had a good friend who uses these products. We have, you know, stuff to help you lose weight, and just remember too, it's all supplement. It's supposed to supplement your lifestyle modifications such as diet and exercise. There's nothing gonna be magic about anything, but it is good products, and it's all plant-based. It's vegan, so it doesn't have any crazy stuff in it. And there's all kinds of stuff. There's a cleanse that I want to use. I have it ordered. That's very gentle. There's stuff for stress. There's stuff for joint pain. There's stuff for your skin. This is... it's not like one of those water wraps that like you wrap on it makes you lose a bunch of water. We actually request or want you to drink half your body weight in ounces of water when you use this. And then it has the defining gel that comes with it, and it really, you know, firms up. And so if you have like stretch marks, cellulite, those kind of things, it really just helps tone things up. So I'm excited to try it out personally, and that's what I love about this stuff is, you know, I'm probably not going to get rich like some of the people who do this using it, selling it or whatever, but if I can make enough money to pay for my own products, then what do I have to lose, right? But I'm just going to be sharing my experience using it, and, you know, if you want more information about it, feel free to ask me. I do have a website that you can go and look at all the products. It's Codi's without the apostrophe wellnesssolutions.itworks.com. You can check it out. If you're interested, I can tell you how to get, you know, the discounts and all that kind of stuff and what you need to do. And yeah, so anyway, just want to tell you about that. But yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, so I'm gonna let you go. It was so good to catch up with you all. Diamond misses you all as well, didn't you? And it's just, I apologize that it was so long. I have recorded this podcast once before, and I couldn't get it to work out, transfer, and it just having to stop and pause is a lot of work too, and then just not being in the right mindset to do it. And I didn't want to come in here and be like, want, and not have any energy. And I try to keep this, you know, I'm who I am, what you see is what you get, but I also don't want to put out I'm not generally a want, sad, depressed kind of person. And so I didn't want to put a podcast and that be the energy, because who wants to watch that? Let's be honest. So yeah, thank you for your patience. I am glad that you all have been so supportive, and I thank you, and I look forward to hearing from you all. So let me know down below what you think about the Etsy stuff, and if you have any questions, and I will talk to you all very soon. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Remember, you guys have been great to remind me to one stitch at a time. I just realized that recently that Nathan, the Sockmatician, he says that at the end of his podcast. And I don't know if I stole that from him or if we just have great minds that think alike. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye. Okay. So, I have worked a lot on my Scrappy Sock yarn blanket. Recently, a lot of you guys sent me a ton of mini skeins, and I love them. And I'm actually in the middle of one, but I just wanted to go through and show you because I've made so many. I've done so much more. I actually ran out of little holders, so let me show you. I'm not gonna like spend too much time, but that one, that one, that one, that one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That one's fun. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and this will be 27 when it's done. So yeah, it's getting big. I'm having a lot of fun knitting this. Like, it's just, I don't know, I just have this new passion for knitting it. I usually knit on it in the morning, like when I first wake up or something, because I haven't started working yet, so I can do that. So that was my admitted project. I call them admitted because it's a long-term project, so that will definitely be a long-term project. What's next here? Oh, I have done a little bit of cross stitching I wanted to share with you, and I'm quite proud of it, actually. And this is what it's gonna look like. Love you to the moon and back, and thank you. And this is, excuse me, how much progress I've made. Starting to look like a rocket, but I've done a little bit of YouTube watching and such, and look how neat the back is. It's exciting. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun doing this. It's nice. My first cross stitch project was black fabric, and then it had white white writing on it, and or thread, and that was fun or whatever. But it's really fun to use different colors too. I enjoy that. So it's like you get tired of a color and you just do another color. So this is fun. It won't ever replace knitting, but it's nice to do something, especially when it's really hot or something. I can pick this up and do it. So I'm really having a good time doing that. So a little progress on that. I have a few things I want to talk to you about. So, I guess now will be a little bit of life update. I've been so stressed out the last few weeks, worrying about a job and paying the bills and all that kind of stuff. And I finally today, yay, it's July the 18th, received an official offer. And I am super excited. I'm going to be working in thoracic oncology, so I'll be dealing with any cancer that deals with the chest area mostly, and so a lot of lung cancer and that kind of stuff, which I'm super excited about. I really like the doctor that I'm going to be working with, and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and there's been so many little ups and downs and such. So I'm glad that that's finally come to fruition. And I'm super excited. It'll probably still be August before I get started because of credentialing and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, other than that, that's part of the reason why I haven't been podcasting is I've kind of been depressed and just not had the energy to do it, and then stressed, and my head just hasn't really been in it. So yeah, I'm glad to finally know something officially, and not I don't have any more regrets of decisions I made to pursue this one instead of another one that I had officially offered before. So that's that. So I'm gonna have to pause here because it says storage is almost full, which is another reason why this hasn't been happening. But anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, time for workups. These are my whips, and actually I kind of have one more finished object that goes with this, but I made it's actually going to be like a kid size of the Orienteering hat from the new Rib magazine. Number 2, Navigate. It's this book. I love this. Every pattern in here I want to knit. There's sweaters, there's hats, and in the beginning of the book they have all the pictures and featured, and they always have really nice looking models. This one just happens to be my favorite of this issue. But yeah, they have all the really good pictures in the front of it, and it shows off the detail of the sweaters and the hats and everything. And this one has a couple of sweaters, scarf, hat, sock, all kinds of fun stuff. So this was designed for people who are men who need patterns to knit for themselves, or women who knit for men because they saw a need for this, and it's wonderful. I have the first one. This is number 2, and I pre-ordered number 3. So go to ribmag.com and get yours because it's really awesome. You may know Eric Lutz, I believe is his last name. He has a podcast as well, and if you hear all that running around and stuff, it's Diamond. Anyway, he has a podcast, and it's just really great. I really enjoy it. I'm excited to knit more stuff out of it. I really want to knit one of the sweaters out of it, but I can't right now because I don't have the yarn. But anyway, the pattern, the Orienteering hat, let me show you what it's supposed to look like, because I'm knitting it, it calls for Aran weight, and I'm knitting it on something that's more of a worsted weight. So it came out a little small. That's what it's supposed to look like. And it has written instruction and a little chart, which is great. I love charts. So this came out more like a kid size. And the colorway, kind of, since it's so variegated, it kind of hides the detail of the hat some, but I'll be right back. Okay, so also, because of that, I'm knitting with the rest of it. I'm knitting a larger version, and the last, so I'm adding some more repeats to make it, because it's plenty stretchy enough down here for a beanie, same number of stitches and everything, but I'm going to do more repeats before I do the decreases, just to make it a little bit bigger. So it'll be cute. Little hat. This is all the colors. I don't know if it's coming out that great, but it's got some browns, grays, and blacks in there. Knitting them on my Chia Goo interchangeables. And this is the yarn. Mountain Colors. The Twizzle base. And it is 85% merino wool and 15% silk. Very nice. And it's called Harmony Soft Rock. It's a 100-gram skein, and that's I believe this came in a yarn box subscription. I don't remember, but this is the awesome project bag that I'm keeping it in. Isn't it cute? So yeah, that's really fun. That should be done soon. Today maybe? Depends on my mood, what I feel like knitting on. Excuse me if I cough. I'm having allergy issues. This is in my Diary of a Yarn Snob project bag that I won. She made this special for me. Yay! Box bottom. I love this blue, the aqua. And then this is the inside fabric. It's got a pocket. And what's in here, you ask? Socks. So this is some yarn that Kirby gave me. And it was already like this. So it was already set up for me to do 2 at a time socks. So why would I not do 2 at a time socks? So that's what I'm doing. This pattern here is the Gravel pattern by Mina Philipp from the Knitting Expat. And she, I think it's Beyond Vanilla collection. It's not bad. It really feels like it's very textured pattern. I was having a really hard time knitting it though because I couldn't memorize it. I kept having to look back, and so I kind of got tired of it, and I decided that that was long enough, so they're going to kind of be shorter socks. And then I went ahead and I just finished the Fish Lips Kiss Hill. So I'm knitting these 2 at a time, but obviously I took one off and did the hill, and now they're both back on. So I'm knitting back 2 at a time. And yeah. This yarn is super soft. We can't remember the colorway or what it is or anything, but it's really, really nice. I'm using US 2. I think it's 2.25. Yeah, 2.25. So that's a US 1 millimeter needles. I'm using a 32-inch cable. It would be a whole lot easier if I used a longer cable. But it is doable. I mean, your stitches are just scrunched up a little bit more. So at least you need 32 inches for these. But if you have a longer one, I would recommend a longer one. Just for ease. So yeah, those are my socks. Absolutely love this bag. This zipper is awesome. I love this little thing she put on there. It's a progress keeper, but it's like a zipper pull. And she gave me her little button. I love this handle. Thank you. Next is a new cast on 2. So I wanted something a little challenging, and this is in my Mrs. Brown's bag. I added this to it, little keychain. I needed something with a little more, something to make me think a little bit more, because I had finished a lot of projects like the crochet blanket. That was pretty easy, mindless, thing. I don't know. I just felt like everything was kind of, I don't know. I just felt like everything was kind of the same, and so I wanted something different. So Kirby had given me this humongous skein of handspun, and I forgot what's in it. Some kind of wool. Yeah. But it's like brown and orange. Sorry, the lighting is terrible. but it's like a brown, orangey brown, burnt orangey color. It's, pretty, it's got some thicker areas, some thinner areas, but it's pretty consistent. It's fun to knit with hand spun. It's nice because I do have my own hand spun, a couple, but I refuse to knit with it because it's so precious, which is silly. But anyway, I have cast on this. Let me get the pattern here to show you what it looks like. It's the Celtic Secret, or Celtic. I say Celtic. Is that correct or not? But anyway, Celtic Secret. It's a top-down triangular shawl, which is the kind of shawl that Kirby really likes. She likes triangular shawls, and it's filled with lace, which makes me very happy. It's by Josh Rykes, who is sort of a knitter. He has a podcast and all that, and he probably doesn't watch, but congratulations, Josh. He just got married to his partner, and they are adorable. I follow him on Facebook. But yeah, super excited for him. He has a lot of fun. I think it's Geonitrix Designs or something like that. But you can look him up on Ravelry. It's a paid-for pattern. He has a lot of shawls and that kind of stuff. And this one has the written out directions and the chart, which is I enjoy a chart. All the words make my eyes cross, so the chart works great for me. But yeah, here's what it looks like so far. This is the front, but look, this lace. Yes, I'm loving this. I've been having a lot of fun knitting this. I had to cast it on like 5 different times because I was there's like these picot stitch edges. So when you do the picot, you cast on some stitches, and then you knit one, and then you put it back on the left, and then you knit through the back loop so many times or whatever, and then you put it back on the thing. And so the very last time you do that, you're not supposed to put the stitch that's now on your right needle onto your left needle. And I kept, because I was putting it back on the left hand needle and knitting from there, I was always coming up where I had one stitch left over here at the center, and I was like, wow. And so I kept having stitches off. Then I realized what I was doing, and then it all made sense. But yeah, here it is. It's gonna be big. I'm knitting this on Chia Goo, my interchangeable. I really love these. But yeah, I'm really having a good time knitting that up, and I think Kirby will love it as well. Then I have my sweater. JC from JC's Sewing Room made me this. Wasn't that sweet? But yes, I show you where I'm at. Oh, I gotta hurry. So I finished the body. I finished the ribbing, and I am now on to the sleeve. It fits well. I'm super excited. So yeah, just gotta knit the sleeves. So it'll be done. I just put these on like the other day because I kept wanting to work on it, but then I was like, I have to pick up all those stitches and whatever. So I finally just sat down and like made myself do it, because now I can just kind of pick it up and knit on it when I feel like it. I do have my admitted project to show you, but I need to pause this and I'll be back.